going on? Why are the alarms on?
Kyle started a launch operation. I can't stop it.
How did he do that? There's safeguards in place.
I don't know, but I think he's in the shuttle.
Override.
Warning, bay doors open. Clear the area. Warning, bay doors opening. Clear the area. Warning, shuttle bay depressurizing. Clear the area.
Rudy, shut her down. Shut her down now. Son of a... I'm not going to lose a crewman on my watch.
I'm already working on it, but the shutdown sequence will have to run.
How long?
About 30 seconds.
Eternity. Can you accelerate the shutdown?
The shuttle is 10,000 meters and closing in fast to the rift,
this
Captain.
is not something that you can just turn off like a light switch. It's a tricky manipulation of time and space. You have to treat it like that, otherwise who knows what the
8,000 meters and closing.
Just hang on, open the comm.
It's already open, sir.
Lieutenant Bryan, this is Captain Shubian. There's no time to debate. You've got to turn that shuttle around. Kyle, you're in danger.
10 seconds.
5,000 meters. He's stopping, Captain.
Rift's closing.
Kyle, get out of there!
He's too close.
I warned you, Shubian. Now, the truth will shake your foundations.
Jen, incoming torpedo.
I also have incoming bandits with weapons charge.
Alpha Group, engage. Gamma Group, get Shubian's shuttle out of the area. Beta Group, Black Diamonds. Game's on.
Gamma Group, breakout patterns now.
Incoming torpedo. No target lock.
We've got to knock that thing out.
It's moving too fast to get weapons lock.
No target lock. I'll bet I know where it's going. Jin, that torpedo has you on an intercept.
Jin, we're not going fast enough.
I know that.
Captain, a word, if you please.
Dr. Plew, I heard that you wanted to speak to me about my newfound adversary. Maybe you can start by explaining to me why he's such a pain in my side.
Captain, Tuka D'Nuul is not a force that should be taken lightly. He is very dangerous.
Oh, on the contrary, Doctor, I take him very seriously. And I'm willing to bet he knows Kyle's whereabouts. And I want you to help me find him and get my shuttle back.
Of course, anything I can do to help.
I appreciate that, Doctor. But you can start right now by explaining to me the entire story behind what's going on here. The planets have secrets? I'm sure that starts with Atzlo?
No, it ends with Atzlo. It actually begins with that planet you call Mars. You see, Captain, in a manner of speaking, your civilization and ours share similar origin, and that's where we may need your help.
Our help? Why do you need our help, and how do you know about Mars?
Captain Shubian, we've known about that planet for a long time.
Man, I'm not following you. Yes, what is it?
There's an urgent transmission for Dr. Flu.
Who's the other party, Lieutenant?
A Commander Holland check, sir.
Captain, I must take this.
Oh, of course you must. You do realize we're not done here.
Yes, Captain, I know.
That appears to have been a hasty exit.
Another call from the Secret Society of Alien Affairs. I swear before the week's out, I'm going to throw all those people out through the airlock. What?
Well, you think you know a person.
Oh, come on, Rudy. You know what I mean. What's this?
I was fishing around in Kyle's log entries, trying to understand his state of mind when he disappeared through the rift, and came up with this.
Is that Kyle's creation?
It's brilliant. Kyle deduced that the rift is directional with the use of navigational marker beacons. The rift needs such a beacon as an anchor, a destination point, if you will. Kyle suspected that there's one on Mars somewhere, and another one located at the source of the rift.
Meaning the Blue Star.
Precisely. When we first generated our rift, it used the Blue Star's beacon to open up in this solar system. Of course, our generator is just my first best guess at this technology, so it wasn't accurate enough to throw us out in front of the Blue Star thing.
So Kyle must be nearby.
It certainly narrows down our search for him.
Is there such a beacon on Mars?
There has to be. That's why Jen popped out right in front of us.
Who put it there?
When is another question.
Plew was talking about Mars when he was trying to warn me about Tuka D'Nuul.
The key to all this ambiguity is Mars. It's gotta be. All my investigations lead right back there.
I'm willing to bet that Plu is intimately familiar with the subject.
These guys are hiding something way bigger than just a political agenda or military posturing.
In that vein, I'd like to send Pullman and Marty back through the rift to give Admiral Herndon a full report. Is that a problem?
No, we become our own beacon when we generate the rift. I just have to come up with a system of independent beacons, more than what we have now.
Good, good. Maybe the Admiral can send us something to support us and level the playing field.
Sid, if these people from Halo and Vera see the Archimedes and the Krieger pop through that wormhole, we're gonna have a real mess.
Oh, I agree. The last thing I want to give these people is any indication of an impending invasion, which is ironic, considering that's exactly what we expect from them.
What'd you have in mind?
Squadron of Hellhawk fighters.
Lesser show of force.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, the Archimedes and the Krieger are ace in the hole. They haven't seen that yet. We don't want to show that hand yet. So far, all they've seen is our ship, and no offense, Rudy, but the Journeyman is hardly intimidating.
You're not offending me. Just don't let Diesel hear you talking such heresy.
Commander Holencheck, thank you for your attention.
Not at all, Dr. Blue. How can I help you?
I believe that before long, all will be revealed. I don't see how it's possible to stop it.
Tuka has laid to ruin everything our ancestors have striven for. The greater good. However, we still have a duty and obligation to appeal to Tuka's better sensibilities and have him join us in our task. Revealing what he knows does not benefit anyone. We've had order for thousands of years, and we must preserve that.
I think we both know this has gained so much momentum that it's out of our hands.
Not entirely.
What do you mean?
I have at my disposal the ability to offer a level of persuasion. I have placed within your ranks on board the Journeyman someone who reports directly to me. But don't worry, my dear friend. This will not affect you in the least. Tuka, on the other hand...
Holencheck, the ramifications of our cover-up may well be inevitable, but the outcome will depend on how Earth, namely Shubian, will react to the truth and how they handle Tuka's knowledge of it.
Interpretation without proper explanation is a dangerous entity indeed. Our survival as a ruling party overseeing the world order will rest with that. I am tempted to let Shubian figure all this out for himself, but that may prove detrimental to our cause.
How do you propose we control Shubians, and on a grander scale, Earth's perspective when this is out in the open?
I am more concerned with our own civilization's perspective, Palos and Vera's alike. This will no doubt cause a major schism among the people, and fuel civil conflict even further.
This is catastrophic. The best we can do is manage damage control as best as we can.
And that's where you come in, Blue. You're already among them. Continue earning their trust, and it will benefit us in the end.
I will. However, their first officer, Matt Compton, isn't quite there yet.
You will have to eventually. They don't know it yet, but they're going to need us. And we will need them.
Of that, I agree.
Do as you feel best, Blue. I'm here to help in any way I can. Just make sure that all of our people present will be involved in the operation.
I will.
Are these black diamonds going to be of any help to us?
And now we're going to fight alongside them?
Pullman says they can hold their own.
What does that mean?
It means they can be trusted to do their job.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Hey, Lexum, good to see you back.
It's good to be seen. I'm glad to be back. I even got a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, mine's looking a little rough around the edges. Maybe I should get shot up.
That could be arranged, Hobie.
I always knew you cared, Lexum.
Uh-huh.
Journeyman, this is Black Diamond Flight.
Black Diamond, this is Journeyman. Go ahead.
We've come through the anomaly, squawking transponder codes, requesting initial vector for approach.
Roger. This is your initial approach point. You're cleared to break at the perch. Welcome to the Journeyman, Black Diamond.
Black Diamond, this is Dragon Phoenix Flight.
Dragon Phoenix, go ahead.
We're here to escort you in, Pullman.
Roger that. Black Diamond Flight, breakpoint formation.
2, 3, 4.
Journeyman, we're breaking at the perch.
Roger, Black Diamond. You're cleared for final turn and landing. Standard approach protocol in effect.
Understand standard.
Commander Isla.
Commander D'Nuul, I will get to the point.
Please do.
This stowaway you have on board must be moved immediately.
He's not a stowaway, so stop calling him that. And he stays. He's my leverage.
Leverage? You have never used leverage in your career to get what you wanted. No. You must want something else from him. Something that in time, in your heart, you will tell me. He is an obstacle to our objective. And his very existence on this ship is obscuring your judgment.
I don't see it that way.
I do. There have been reports they have activated the displacement device and brought heavy fighters through the rift. No doubt from their own planet. It is just a matter of time before they bring heavy warships through, and then there's talk of these others aligning themselves with Apollo and organizing an attack against us on our own soil.
If he hadn't come through our rift, we wouldn't consider our test successful. But all that has changed now. The information we learned from his shuttle has given us the advantage.
Then use it and be done with him. He is a liability that this operation cannot afford. And we've also received reports that there may be a rescue attempt to recover him.
Attack this ship? That's preposterous. They wouldn't dare.
Arrogance aside, Tuka, it's a reality you will have to face.
Where do you suggest I put him?
I will leave that up to you. But it will be up to me to make sure that whatever happens will be a permanent solution.
I don't trust him either.
His motivations are not in keeping with mine, and therein lies the conflict, even though he is my superior officer.
So, what's your next move?
Give him what he wants, for now. Contact the Journeyman. I want to talk with Shubian.
Captain Shubian, I believe I heard this right.
What is it, Lieutenant?
It's Tuka D'Nuul, sir. He wants to speak with you.
Speak of the devil, what could he possibly want with you?
He says he has important information concerning Lieutenant Brian.
Sam, if you please.
Coming up.
Shubian.
Tuka.
It would seem one of your crew has stumbled across my path.
Lieutenant Brian, what condition is he in?
I assure you he's very much alive and in good health. I assume you want him returned.
That's too easy. You're just gonna hand him back without a fight.
You weren't going to get him back at all if I determined he was a spy.
Now you listen to me.
He's of no more use to me. I've extracted what I needed to know.
What exactly does that mean?
I've learned all I need to know. That's what that means.
So now what?
We can rendezvous at a neutral point and make the exchange.
And the shuttle?
You can have that back as well.
Well, I suppose a thank you is in order.
We'll transmit the spatial coordinates in time. Dr. Plu can translate the coordinates for you. And one more thing, Shubian.
Yeah, what's that?
You're to be on a shuttle at the rendezvous.
Why?
Show of good faith? Your allied forces have beaten me once before, and I do not intend to be put in that position again.
And yet, you still seem to be the one calling all the shots.
Do you want your lieutenant back or not?
Of course I want him back. What problem do you have with our presence here?
Let's start with your alliance with Palo.
There's no alliance.
And several of your fighters have come through our rift.
Yeah, those fighters are here for our protection.
And I'm certain there's more of your fleet just waiting to come through the rift for your protection, of course. Put yourself in our position, Shubian, and tell me what you see.
That's not what's going on here.
Time will tell. Make sure you're on that shuttle, Shubian.
The guy is infuriating. It's like talking to a brick wall.
Sir, you can't get on the shuttle. You know he can't be trusted.
Yeah, that's a certainty, Diesel, but I'm going to do whatever necessary to retrieve Kyle. Sam, contact Pullman. Tell him to meet me in the shuttle bay.
Calling him now, sir.
And O'Hara, I'm gonna need your help planning this one.
Yes, sir. I am coming with you, right?
Well, I suppose I could use my mission specialist on this, but I don't want to risk any more crew members than necessary.
Sir, it's my job description.
Oh, is it now?
Captain, I really must protest.
Duly noted. In the meantime, Matt, you've got control of the ship. Take good care of her while I'm gone.
She'll be here waiting for you, sir.
I know she will, Mr. Compton. She's in good hands.
Bring him home, sir.
Tuka, sir, this is the bridge.
Yes, what is it?
I just detected a strange energy signature on sensors.
Can you identify it?
Yes, Tuka, sir. It's a stealth ship.
Are you sure?
Yes, Tuka, sir. The energy signature was unmistakable. It was brief, but it was enough. There's something else.
There's always something else.
There's also a squadron of heavy Proteus fighters on patrol that were not on the duty schedule.
Very well. Thank you for your report.
What is it?
Something Ivan told me. He said it was up to him to make sure that whatever I did with Kyle was a permanent solution.
Tuka? What?
That stealth ship isn't even supposed to be in service yet. What's it doing out here? I need you to do something for me immediately. Only you can do this.
Did you hear that Tuka D'Nuul has contacted Shubian and that Kyle is on his ship as a hostage?
Yeah, Shubian told me.
Well, did he also tell you what Tuka wants him to do?
Yes, and that the captain has agreed to it. And no, I'm not happy about it.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I've tried reasoning with him, but he's sticking to his decision. He's gonna get his crew member back.
This is insane. There is no purpose in involving the captain in a retrieval mission. This has trap written all over it.
That's true. But with Tuka, you must remember that his motivations are much more important than his actions.
Well, he has Kyle for a reason. What would his motivation be for that?
Information. He probably already knows quite a lot about you, your ship, and of Earth too. by means of your shuttle, just as we did by that fighter in your shuttle bay.
Is that what he's after then, Earth?
I assure you that is not the case.
Well, what is the case, Doctor? More and more information keeps getting revealed that has direct correlation with our safety, and yet you continue to hold back.
Listen, the captain knows what he's doing, I think. So we just have to follow his lead and hope for the best.
Fine. I'm headed to the shuttle bay for a meeting with Pullman.
He's not a big fan of yours, you know that?
I hadn't noticed.
Is Shubian's shuttle in position?
Affirmative, with protective escort.
Roger.
Crazy fool's gonna get himself killed.
Let's do our best to prevent that. Otherwise, what are we doing out here? Look alive, Black Diamond. We're approaching rendezvous point for the initial contact. Bump, how's it going back there?
Yeah, I'm a full up round. I can't say the same for you guys, though. You need to tighten that formation up a bit.
Comments like that, Bump, that's why you're in the back there.
I'm in the back because I got your back.
Keep dreaming, cowboy.
Cowboy, that's good.
Cowboy.
Establish tracking lock on rendezvous point. Gamma Group is in position, escorting Shubian's shuttle.
Beta Group, weapons on standby, full scan, combat spread.
2, 3.
Port.
Bump, you know what to do.
Roger that. Cleanup duty. No worries. I got the kickers and floppers.
Hellhawks are in position behind us. 2 minutes until rendezvous point with Kyle's shuttle.
Understood, Nama. Captain, how are you back there?
Smooth as silk, Jen. Let's hope it stays that way.
We'll do our best to keep you safe.
Yeah, I can see that. I wish there was another way to do this, but...
Glad to be of us, Captain.
Captain Shubian, this is Feiyu.
Yes, Feiyu.
We didn't have any time during the mission brief to talk with these Hellhawk fighter pilots of yours.
Well, first off, they're not mine, so to speak. They belong to the 509th and 906 fighter wings back on Earth. Is there a problem?
Not exactly, sir. We may be going into hostile territory with them and...
And a lot of you haven't been field tested together, is that it?
If you mean we haven't yet learned to trust each other in battle, then yes.
I understand, but there's no need for concern, Feiyu. I've come to trust these pilots with my life, just as I have with you.
Thank you, sir. But have they been field tested, as you call it?
Feiyu, I'll have to tell you about the mining war sometime. Believe me, these warriors have fought their share. You won't find a greater hero than these people. Is that good enough for you?
It'll have to do for now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Shubian out. Tough crowd.
Have anything on scanners?
So far, clear.
We're good back here.
That remains to be seen.
Are you expecting trouble, Chelsea?
I've seen Tuka D'Nuul in action before. Always a surprise somewhere.
You mean like a surprise attack or something?
Yeah, something like that.
How will we know?
Expect the unexpected. Stay alive a lot longer that way.
Picking up a return. Jin, what do you have?
I see it too. Vector 175 by -10 relative.
It's Kyle's shuttle.
As scheduled.
Something's odd, guys.
In what way? It's on the trajectory as planned.
Yeah, but this ship is not transmitting the protocol code for inbound friendlies.
Shouldn't that be automatic?
No, it's manually entered by the crew to avoid a Trojan horse.
A what?
Essentially an ambush, which is exactly what this is starting to turn into.
I'm not liking this.
20 seconds to intercept. It's your call, Pullman, but it had better be quick.
Jen, incoming torpedo.
I also have incoming bandits with weapons charge.
Alpha Group, engage. Gamma Group, get Shubian's shuttle out of the area. Beta Group, Black Diamonds. Game's on.
Gamma Group, breakout patterns now.
Captain, I'll cover your 6. Just stay in the formation.
I'm not going anywhere except sticking with you.
Is this gonna work?
I sure hope so, because I don't plan on dying out here.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Folks, I need eyes on target.
My eyes are on target. I'm reading at least a dozen of them.
High closure rate 2. Look alive, Black Diamonds. Combat tactical.
Now we're talking.
Boy, I hope these Proteus pilots are way more challenging than the pirates back at home.
We'll see soon enough.
Incoming target, 12 o'clock, rapidly approaching.
Stand by weapons.
That was Kyle's shuttle.
Incoming torpedo, no target lock.
We've got to knock that thing out.
It's moving too fast to get weapons lock.
No target lock. I'll bet I know where it's going. Jin, that torpedo has you on an intercept.
Jin, we're not going fast enough.
I know that.
Warning, incoming attack, 6 o'clock.
We can't outrun it. Flight, deploy ECM.
Flares away.
Scatter pattern.
Jin, it didn't work. It broke through.
Hang on. This is gonna be rough.
That's an understatement.
That torpedo just detonated back there.
Can't worry about that right now. We have our own problems.
Well, you've got that right.
Things didn't go too well, I take it. Diesel, full weapons alert.
Up and running.
Good. Sam, I need Marty.
He's on, sir.
Marty, I need you at full standby readiness in the spare hellhole.
I'm already suited up, ready to roll, Matt.
Sounds good, Marty. Just stand by if I need you.
Roger that.
Phoenix, what just happened?
The shuttle emitted a powerful EMP pulse just before it was destroyed by the torpedo. All ships in the vicinity are temporarily disabled. I'm attempting to reconfigure communications and thrusters.
They tried to hide the EMP with the explosion. Are there any survivors? What about Captain Shubian?
He is alive and his shuttle is still intact. I've detected no deaths in any of the other ships.
How are you still able to scan?
Remember, my core is hardened to such attacks. I remain fully functional.
That's right.
I have re-established your communications.
Journeyman, we have ships down, requiring immediate assistance.
Sam?
Ship in distress. Identify.
This is Gamma Group Leader.
Jin, are you all right? What's your condition?
We were ambushed by Viren forces. Single medium yield torpedo detonated at our location. All ships disabled. Pilot survived, but in bad shape. I cannot assess the condition of the occupants of the shuttle, however.
Captain.
Kyle.
Require immediate medical assistance. Over.
Mr. Tor, take the Relentless out and rendezvous at Jin's coordinates. Go. Yes, sir. Call Dr. Mooney.
Emergency medical team, report to the shuttle bay.
Diesel.
Already began a tracking sweep of potential targets. Is anybody out there worthy of being a target? Mine.
I'm sure of it.
Jin, we're sending help now.
Please hurry.
Mackie, what do you have?
My sensors are at maximum already. If there's anything out there, can't see it.
Good enough. We're taking the Journeyman to those coordinates.
No argument here.
You can't get there fast enough for me. Hit it, man.
Just give me a chance to shoot these people out of the sky.
You'll get your chance soon enough, I feel, Diesel.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead. Just one fine mess. Captain will be okay, though.
Shubian's not the only one I'm worried about.
Contact with hostiles.
4 Proteus targets at 5 o'clock. They are attempting to acquire weapons lock.
Nama, 4 aft. We need to break off.
Black Diamond flight entering combat zone.
We've got Proteus heavy fighters on our 6. We need Beta Group.
Beta group engaging hostiles. We'll take the 2 breaking off left.
They're swinging around, boss.
Got it. Let's drop in below them.
I'm with you.
When we get the inside track, let them slide off the rails.
Way ahead of you, boss. I'm ready. Impact. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go find some more.
The remaining fighters have acquired short-range weapons lock.
Hard left.
That's not going to shake them, Nama.
Stay with me on this.
I am.
Break hard left now. Good light up. Firing. Blixt, are you all right?
Yeah, everything checks out. These things are built like tanks anyway.
And you test that every time we come out here.
Just fly, please.
Enemy has missile lock. Collision alert. Collision alert.
I don't believe this. Lexum, get clear.
We're getting chewed out. My wingman's been severely hit. We need support.
That should be the last of them. Nothing on the scanners.
Can your wingman fly back to base?
Yeah, I can make it.
Good enough. Speed feet out of here.
Looks like you're gonna get that new paint job after all, Hobie.
The hard way.
Warning, emergency shuttle launch. Clear the area. Emergency shuttle launch. All personnel, clear the launch bay.
Bridge, this is Shuttle Bay Control.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
Relentless is underway.
Excellent work, Vaughn. Now we'll just sit and wait.
Journeyman approach control, requesting emergency landing clearance.
Roger, Flight Lead. You're all cleared in for final approach. Just line them up and bring them home. Make this fast. We have an emergency recovery in progress.
Roger, control.
Matt, Shuttle Bay Control reports that there are surviving fighters on board.
Thanks, Sam.
The Relentless is approaching Shubian's shuttle.
Diesel?
Remains quiet, unfortunately.
Shuttle Control, this is Relentless.
Go ahead, Mr. Tor. What do you have?
The fighters are in good enough shape to move into the bay. I'm going to ask Jen to help you with that while I prepare the captain's shuttle.
That's a Roger. Jen, do you read that?
Yes. What do you need me to do?
Just nudge each fighter in the direction of the bay opening.
I'll take over with the force field tractor.
Don't worry, your pilots will be in good hands. I've done this once or twice before.
No doubt. Here comes the first one.
That's got it, Jen. Send in the next one.
Mackie, anything?
Not even a hiccup. There's nothing else out there.
Nothing on comms, Matt.
All right. Have Marty stand down from alert.
Roger. Matt, we're getting an incoming transmission from O'Hara.
O'Hara, this is Journeyman. Go ahead.
Journeyman, O'Hara here in the shuttle.
Requesting emergency rescue. We've been attacked.
Yeah, we're well aware of that. We have medical and rescue teams standing by to receive you on board. Just hang in there. How is the captain?
Shubian is alive but unconscious. He got beat up pretty bad. We need to transport him to Med Bay ASAP.
All right, O'Hara. I'll let Brickman know.
Already heard, Matt. I'm making room for it now. O'Hara, can you fly?
Negative. She's dead in the water.
Go ahead, Mr. Tor.
Push him in and release. I'll pull him in.
Roger.
Why did you have me save him? I risked a lot getting him off that shuttle just in time, without getting noticed.
I'm a commander of my word, Raymond. And letting this Kyle get killed under my command puts my image as that commander under jeopardy. And I'm not willing to risk that. But Island doesn't seem to think twice about risking that for me.
But how did you know?
I suspected something when Island showed up. With the appearance of the stealth ship, I knew something was about to happen.
And it did. Shubian dead?
I don't know. I'm sure I'll be hearing from the journeyman soon enough.
Vaughn, have you finished your analysis of Kyle's override of your so-called shuttle launch security software?
I was taking a break, if you don't mind. I've been at this 16 hours straight since we got the captain back.
All right, then. What have you got for me so far?
Well, Kyle's a genius, there's no doubt about that.
I believe that has already been established. What have you got for me?
His override of my security software was twofold. The first was a Trojan horse attack, which systematically created false positive alarms in every area except those related to an actual launch. That is to say, our alarm system was fooled into thinking that our life support systems were failing, our pressurization grids were failing, our backup systems were shutting down. But none of this was actually happening. Then Kyle's little program rewrote the sensor input to make it appear as though the shuttle was totally powered down, when in fact he was on board preparing his launch sequence. By the time his program ended and the actual alarm system engaged, it was too late.
You should have been running a Class A integrated security firewall.
That's the point. Kyle designed the software to literally knock out a Class A integrated security firewall and replace it with a proxy. It's unprecedented.
It's precedented enough. No excuse. I want a report and recommendations for corrections within the hour. You got that?
As professional, yeah, I'll have that for you. But as a concerned party, my personal recommendation would be for you to lose the guilt, Rudy.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me right. We all feel badly about what happened to Kyle and how it subsequently involved Shubian in taking a great risk. But this is poisoning you, Rudy. I realize guilt has very quick ears to an accusation, but no one is accusing you.
I think it's best if you don't weaken the structural integrity of our professional relationship with unsolicited advice.
Spoken like a true engineer.
Rudy does not suffer fools greatly, but he considers himself one. And we're all paying the price.
Well, I still think that your security software is the best in the business.
Look on my works, humanity, and despair.
What's this?
I don't know.
What's the next move?
I'm assuming my role in this as I was ordered to. The situation has gotten to the point where I must act.
I know you're not supposed to discuss this with me, but I'm still your squadron leader. Where are you going?
Jen, I appreciate it, but you know better than to ask me that. This is going to happen.
Does it really have to come to this? There has to be some other way.
There probably is, but not today.
Antimatter reactor online. All thrusters online. All systems check. Weapons charged and armed. Ready for launch.
All right, I give up. Where is she going and under what authorization?
Well, she has authority directly under someone named Hollandcheck. But as to where she's going, I haven't got a clue. If you're going after her, I wouldn't advise it.
When was the last time I took your advice?
Well, yeah, yesterday, but who's keeping track these days? You'll be cleared to launch when you're ready to leave.
Okay, thanks.
Squad, this is Jen. I have a new mission for you.
Welcome back, Mr. Tor. Fine job.
Thank you, sir.
Matt, this is the shuttle bay control room.
Yes, Vaughn, what is it?
Well, that Nama woman just took off in her fighter, hell-bent on some mission.
Did you catch where she was going?
No, but she and Jin had some words about it before she took off. Jin just walked out of the shuttle bay. I don't know where he's off to either.
All right, I'll see if I can catch up with him.
Oh, and Pullman took off after her.
All right, thanks, Vaughn.
No problem.
Sam, get Marty up here, please.
Calling him up now, sir.
Mackie, you seeing anything?
Nama's fighter is headed for the Aurora. Pullman's following her and catching up rapidly.
What is he thinking he's going to accomplish? Any hostiles out there?
Scanned for that already, and none so far, sir.
Sam, are you seeing anything?
All quiet, sir.
That's what worries me. It's as if Tuka's just letting them approach his ship. It just smells of a trap. Have you tried reaching Pullman yet?
Negative, sir. Your previous order was for radio silence.
You're right.
Yeah, hey, Matt, you want to see me?
Yeah, Marty. Nama just took off and is headed for the Aurora. So Pullman just went after her.
Oh, man, why would he go and do a darn fool thing like that?
Beats me, but I want you out there giving him backup.
All right, but that Nama girl, she's crazy. I mean, from everything I've heard, she's unpredictable.
All the more reason to give Pullman backup. I don't think he knows what he's gotten himself into.
Okay, I'm out of here. Contact Bump, Argus, and Riley. I'm gonna need them.
Will do. I'll contact Brickman and let him know you're on the way.
Okay, thanks.
Sam, you want to do the honors?
Right away, sir.
Now we're gonna see what you're really up to. I'm gonna get my own answers.